Hi guys, coming at you today with another vintage bake. I'm about to make a walnut and apple potato cake. It's a really old vintage recipe and it's a cracking cake. And yeah, so welcome to Olive's Tree. If you haven't been here before, I'm Mandy and I'm one of the 12 branches on my mum Olive's Tree. And if you've been following along, thanks so much for your support. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It really helps my baby channel out, help it grow. I really want to grow this channel while I'm undergoing chemotherapy. I really want to put my energy into something, and this is what I've chosen to do. So if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, the notifications bell, so that you are notified if anything else comes up and you haven't seen it. All right, let me show you what ingredients I've got ready for today. They're very, very few. Now, I've just got to get you where you can see. Okay, so I've got melted butter, chopped walnuts, sugar, 2 apples, self-raising flour and some cinnamon, and I've got 2 eggs that I'm going to beat. Give them a little whisker. Now, I'm going to move you across to the bowl because I want you to see exactly what's going on in this bowl. Just got to get you in the right spot. And okay, right. So first off, I'm going to add in the melted butter, the sugar, and the eggs. I'm going to put them in first. I'll give them another little whisk. You don't need to beat this cake, so you want to make sure your eggs are, you know, quite well beaten before you put them into the recipe. A little bit of shell. I'll just get rid of that. We don't want that. Okay, so we'll pop them in, like so. And I'm just going to give this a little mix around. Now, I would have added in some vanilla today, but I can't remember where I put my homemade vanilla. Where would I put it? I've searched the pantry, I've searched the fridge, I've looked in some odd places because I do put things in odd places sometimes. Can't find it. Okay, I'm going to put in the walnuts and also 2 small grated apples. Now, I've just got pink ladies, but because that's what I had here that needed to be used. I didn't have any cooking apples. However, the recipe does state cooking apples. I just didn't have any, and you know, if you followed the channel for a while, I like a no waste kitchen, and so I'll just use. Okay, so in here I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon and 225 grams of self-raising flour. And the recipe says just to fold flour in, and if need be, add a few drops of milk to help it along. And I think this might need a little bit of milk, so I'm just going to grab some milk and just pop in maybe a couple of tablespoons. That sort of, I think, might be enough. So let's just give it a bit more of a mix. Yeah, that's going to be plenty. How easy is this cake? It is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, the potato. I forgot the potato. Oh, dear. Never mind. Here it is. So it was 100 grams of mashed potato, and I cooked that last night, and I just warmed it up briefly in the microwave so that it would mix into the recipe without big chunks and lumps. Geez, nearly forgot the main ingredient. Chemo brain. That's what it is. I'm not joking. It's chemo brain. All right, so that looks nice and incorporated, doesn't it? It says don't overmix, so I'm not going to do that. So let's get you here where you can see what I'm doing. Got one of my favourite pans, and I've lined it at the bottom. The sides don't stick, but I have lined the bottom. Now, let's get this beautiful looking cake mix into the pan. It's actually a bigger cake than I thought it would be. I envisioned it to be quite a small, flattish type cake. But I guess the apple and walnuts add a bit of substance to, don't they? And, you know, bulk it up. And as they're not a soft ingredient, or the apple will become softer, I guess this is just how it goes. Now, I've preheated my Cosori to 150, which is the cake setting on my Cosori, but I think I'll start it at 150 and I'll just keep an eye on it because every single one is different, and I'm just, I'm not sure, and I don't want to replace these ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to put that into the Cosori. Okay, so I've got the cake in the Cosori and I've put it on 150 for 30 minutes, which is just my standard cake built-in default setting. And I'll check it in 15 and just see, make sure it's not too brown on the top. Having the apples, and the sugar, I don't know. We'll check it in 15. Okay, we'll see you then. Okay, 30-minute timer's gone off on the Cosori. I did check it at 18 minutes and thought, I might pop some foil over. It wasn't cooked, but I thought I'm going to put some foil over the top. I don't want this to, become super, super dark. So let's have a look. Let's get you down here where you can see. And can you see? Almost good enough. Okay, let's get the foil off the top. Oh, that looks really nice, doesn't it? So let's just probe it because, yeah, I don't trust myself much. Okay, so we want it to be somewhere, I think it's like 90-ish. I might Google that actually. So it's saying 63 and it's not cooked. Okay. Bit of wet cake coming out there on the bottom. So back on with the foil. And if you fold this foil right, you can use this over and over again just to put over the tops of cakes. I don't believe in just throwing it away after one go. I'll keep it and use it for something else. So I'm going to put it back in for another 10 and see what that does. Okay, so that 10 minutes is up. I'm just going to get it out in case I want to take the foil off. Move that away for a moment. Okay, let's have a look and see what's been happening under here. Alrighty, it's still not cooked. Wow, this takes a long time to cook. So what have we done, 40 minutes? Oh, I guess that's not too bad, but it's nowhere near cooked. I'm going to put in for another 15 and I'm going to turn the temperature up to 160, I think, because it's nowhere near cooked. So I'll just get this foil round. So we're going for another 15 and we'll come back and see what it looks like. Alrighty, so I've got the cake out. I ended up putting it on at 165 for another 10. I just don't like the cake preset on air fryers, especially the Cosori, just with the, hang on. Okay, so I've got the cake out. I'll put it in for 10 more minutes, but I turned the power up to 165. I really do not like the cake preset on the Cosori. It is never high enough. But I thought, you know what, I haven't made this cake in a really long time. I'll give it a go and see what happens. I would cook it on 170, 175 next time. It says 150 on the Cosori for cakes, and it's just not high enough. This cake has now been in there for 55 minutes. The whole idea of an air fryer is it's supposed to be faster. Well, this isn't faster. I could have cooked this in the, it's cooked now. I'll show you the progress. Can you see that? So the probe's 90 and rising, so that's good. And we've got a lot of extra moisture in here too because of the apples, which I sort of need to think about. Okay, I'm going to let this cake cool for half an hour or so in the tin, and then I'll get it out on a wire rack and we'll cut a piece off it and have a look at it, but it smells so good. Okay, so our cake's cooled off quite a bit, and I'm going to attempt to just lift it out with the little bit of, one side's a bit too short. We might have to tip it out the old-fashioned way. That's okay. Straight out of the tin. Nice cooked bottom. Nice cooked top. I actually don't want that to sit on there, so I'm going... Oh, no, I just broke it. What was I actually thinking I was doing? Oh, goodness me. Oh, don't you hate that? Oh, what am I going to do now? I just don't... I'm not sure, you know, I don't want the cake to take on any... Oh... Wow. Okay, so you go to all that trouble to make a beautiful cake, and then you demolish it in 2 seconds, getting it out of the pan. Oh, I should have got the little cake rack out, because I thought once I put it out on here, oh, what if there was an onion smell or something still on the board? It might go into the cake, which is why I wanted to lift it up. Not everything goes to plan in the kitchen. Sometimes not much at all. And this is going to be a beautiful cake. I mean, I've got a little piece here that come out, so I'm going to have a taste test. Oh, that is so fluffy and soft. Oh, it's really soft, tender crumb. You can see how soft and tender the actual bake is, because it fell apart when I moved it. And another sort of cake might not have done that, but, you know, that was my fault. I might try and get a tiny piece with the apple. I can't handle anything sweet at the moment, but I'm just going to, you know, just take... I don't do cake edges, as you know, but that's what I'll do. I'll just take a little bit off. It is so soft and tender. The cinnamon's really lovely. I wanted to get a little bit of apple, so that's what I've got. Oh my goodness, that with custard, it needs nothing. I can't eat another bite though, I'm sorry. The taste of sugar for me on chemo is highlighted by about 5 times, so it's not easy for me to eat. But I can taste the cinnamon, I can taste the walnuts, I can taste the apple. And even though I broke the cake, even though I broke it, it'll still eat the same, and it is a delicious bake, and I highly recommend that you try this recipe. It's one of the softest crumb cakes I've ever made, and I think it'll keep really well because of the potato, like the potato bun that I make, or potato cake that I make with sort of fruit in it and cold potato. It keeps so well, and I think that this will keep equally as good. And 2 apples is a perfect amount. I wouldn't put any more in, it's just perfect. I wouldn't put icing on the top of this, maybe a bit of butter, and that's just because I like butter. But, you know, actually right now, that with some lovely custard would be an absolute treat. So, yeah, okay, guys. Thanks for hanging around for that one. It took forever in the air fryer. Goodness me. So next time, no preset. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm going to go rogue, and I'm going to do my own thing with the mothership over there and see how I go, because it's not faster if you stick to their default settings. It's on bake, it's not quicker at all. And I've found that out with probably a dozen recipes, and every time I say I'll give it one more go. Well, we're not giving it one more go. Next time we put a recipe in the mothership, we'll be going rogue and doing our own thing and just seeing what happens. You know, it might work first time, it might not, but that doesn't matter. You know, it's all about the process, isn't it? So thanks for stopping by today. Thanks for your company. Take care, and I hope the world's treating you kindly. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, hit that like button. But more importantly, don't forget to give this cake a go, and then comment in the recipes and let me know how it turned out for you. I would really love to know how my bakes turn out for other people. So, you know, if you change something up or you cook yours in a Cosori and you cook it at a different temperature and it's fine, let me know what temperature you used and how long for. I'd really love the tips. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.